So here at the Lethbridge Corn Maze, we got lots of stuff to do, from getting lost in the corn maze itself to petting animals. You know, it's the only place that we can politely say get lost. So my dad is full of ideas. So the corn maze started 25 years ago. That was before I was even born. He had a berry farm. He grew strawberries, Saskatoons, things like that. And he just wanted to figure out, you know, what would draw more people in, something that would be exciting, something that young people and people of all ages could do around Lethbridge. So we decided, hey, why not do a corn maze? And he ended up being one of the first corn mazes in Alberta.
In 2000, when we made our first corn maze, basically that's all we had as a corn maze. It was 7 acres big. We had a few animals. We had a couple pigs and a couple calves. And we noticed that people like the animals because there are a lot of people that are from the city. Even farm kids don't see all the other kind of animals there are as well. So we decided, okay, let's increase a few things. Let's add some more animals. So we got some goats, some sheep, and that kind of stuff. So every year we have kind of expanded that a little bit. So we increased our petting zoo. But also we have expanding in other areas as well, like we added the train ride, or we added the playground, the big slide. And then instead of the berries, we went towards pumpkins. So every year we're getting more visitors. From the start in 2000 till now, we have increased tenfold. People coming from all over the place, but most of them are local. We have a lot of families coming out during the days and the evening, a lot of groups, young people, anywhere from the ages of 0 we see coming until the ages of 95.
For people supporting local by coming out and, you know, sharing our farm with us, it's helped us in the sense of now I can join. People have made it possible that we can keep growing and that we can sustain 2 families from this farmyard, which is awesome. Being able to support local and being able to even see family businesses go into future generations is something that I think is exciting and something that we should really strive for.